come playoff team.
So at least I want to set the record. It says anonymous executive.
Yes.
So if it said anonymous TV analyst, then the quote would have been, no way, no how. So I just want you to know that. And then you would know it was me. But anyway, I'm with this anonymous executive. I really believe when you look at the Clippers, they're going to be built for the postseason. And all the stuff that they have in place, we saw this team a year ago with the nucleus, Greg. The way they played the Warriors when they were healthy. They weren't beat up. They won 2 games in Oakland. Then they came and they made KD have to score 50-some-odd points to close them out in the Game 6. Then you go in the offseason, add 2 stars to your team. You have a great coach in Doc Rivers who's already won a championship. You have guys who play defense, right? You have guys who are dogs who get after it, who aren't intimidated by anybody. When you look at all those things, it ain't about who has the best players. The Lakers have 2 of the 3 best players on their team. It's about who fits together better, which is the better team. And I think if you're fair and you're honest and you're not starstruck and you look at the way that it's structured and you look at what Kawhi was able to do in Toronto with an underachieving team and got it to win a championship, there's no way you can look at this and say they're 10 deep, they play defense, they got 3 closers, they got Kawhi, who's arguably the best player on the planet when he's out there. They have everything going for themselves, and they've paced themselves during the regular season because having the #1 seed doesn't guarantee you anything. It's about being ready for the postseason. They have the formula. They followed it step by step, and I think that this executive is right, that the Lakers cannot beat them in a 7-game series.
This is absolutely absurd. Jason, there is no, when you say no way, you are saying there is no chance, you have not an opportunity, and that's just false. This is sport. This is sport where anything can happen. And in this case, the LA Clippers are just not that much better than the Los Angeles Lakers.
They are top to bottom.
No, they're not. They're not that much better. You're saying there is absolutely no chance. When you have LeBron James, it's been proven you have a chance to win, period. We're not even talking about Anthony Davis. With LeBron James, if he's on the court and he has a chance, you know how I know this? Because the Cleveland Cavaliers, they played this team that won 73 games in the regular season. What team was that? That was the Golden State Warriors. Did you think they had a chance?
Yes.
You thought they had a chance?
He was the one guy.
I picked them to come back and win that series.
Good for you, because, you know, most of the world would have said they had no chance because of what was on the opposition's bench and on the court with Kevin Durant, Klay, Steph, Draymond, all these talented individuals. And what happened? They won. When you look at the Detroit Pistons years ago against the Lakers.
Yeah, that's a good one.
No one really gave the Pistons a chance if you weren't living in Michigan. Again, if you weren't living in Michigan.
You just get them all right, Bob.
You look at the New England Patriots and the New York Giants. The undefeated Patriots go into the Super Bowl. Everyone assumes it's given. They're going to win. But it just doesn't have, the games have to be played out. And when I look at these teams, yes, the Clippers have depth. They have a lot of scoring. They have a lot of two-way guys that they can throw at the Lakers. But the Lakers have one thing that the Clippers don't have. They have the greatest player in the game. Yeah. They have LeBron James.
Has he won more or lost more?
He's won more than anyone on that Clippers team.
All I'm saying is he played, how many years did he play in Cleveland? Was it 10 or 11?
Whatever.
All right, how many times did they win a title? I'm trying to tell you
won a title.
How many?
I know we won one
title. How many guys on the Clippers have won a title?
Well, here's my point.
How many
Kawhi Leonard won a title.
One title lucky over the Warriors. But what you're missing,
lucky.
remember yesterday when Rick Bucher was sitting here, and I kind of pushed him on Paul George. I said, Paul George doesn't feel right, 3 for 15, the numbers are skewing down. And he said, well, they've only played 23, 24 games together. They're full unit because everybody's hurt. Rob, you think this team is going to just steamroll the Lakers if they don't even have like 40 games together under their belt as a full unit?
Nobody said steamroll.
Well, no.
Can they beat them in a 7-game series?
The question was, look at this.
No way in a 7-game series.
Just
it doesn't
zero
say
chance.
They're going to get swept in 4 games. I bet Shannon Sharp on this very show that the Cavs would get swept by the Warriors when they in the NBA Finals. And he said, ain't no way LeBron's getting swept, especially when they go to Cleveland.
Well, that was
the
greatest
bet.
team in NBA history, arguably. Come on.
He got swept.
Yeah.
Because they weren't good enough. And I'm just telling you, when you match these teams up and take off the star glasses and Hollywood and AD and LeBron and just take that off and look at the matchup and look at how those guys play defense on the perimeter, how those guys have 3 closers and the Lakers have 1 in LeBron James. And look at Kyle Kuzma's inconsistent, their third guy who hasn't all the way bought into it. Vogel against Doc. When I start to break all of these things down, in a 7-game series, my money's on the Clippers. And that's what this executive said. In a 7-game series, that there's no way the Lakers are going to beat the Clippers.
Why is he bringing up LeBron playing with, like, J.R. Smith? Like, come on, stop.
So,
Rob, focus on this Lakers team.
I shouldn't say we. Are you crowning the Clippers? Are you saying basically they are going to win?
Yes, I said it before. When they got Kawhi Leonard and Paul George, I said it that day that they will win the NBA title.
So
I'm sticking to that.
So we might as well stop playing the games then, because it doesn't matter how the games will plan out. When you have players like LeBron James who can overcome odds of being down
3-1,
and coming back and doing something that had never been done in the NBA Finals. That's just not even in the equation
Greg,
anymore.
you
don't count that.
You sat here last year and you ridiculed me when I told you that the Lakers weren't going to make the playoffs.
I did.
And you said, oh, they got LeBron James. What are you talking about? How could they not make the playoffs?
Well,
did you not say that?
LeBron got hurt.
I did say that. I said all of that. And they just couldn't get it together because there was nothing he could work with that worked on that team.
And he was hurt for the first time.
A lot of talented players, but they just didn't mesh well with LeBron James. And he did stir the pot the wrong way. But this year, that is not the case. When you look at their relationship, you look at the photos, you look at all their social posts as a team on the plane, taking pictures with one another, and just the camaraderie that you have, that builds into championship pedigree. That builds into the ingredients that you're trying to put together to cook up something special. That's why I like this Lakers team, because everybody thinks, oh, the Clippers added Marcus Morris. Oh, it's
no-time All-Star Marcus Morris.
It's a done deal. It's a done deal. Sometimes you have to look yourself in the mirror and say, I'm all I need.
Yeah.
That's what the Lakers are doing. We all we need, we all we got.
Let me follow Greg, okay? But let's go through the Clippers starting lineup. You tell me about all the titles Patrick Beverley's won. 0. How about Lou Williams? Let's go Paul George. Let's go with Montrezl Harrell. What have these guys won that have you, hold on, all in on the Clippers automatically beating the Lakers? There is 0 evidence that there's no way that the Lakers have.
The Lakers haven't made the playoffs in 6 years. I mean, you're talking.
What do you mean the Lakers? No, Kyle Kuzma wasn't even in the league 6 years ago.
But I'm still just telling. I'm telling you that when you say this, I go back to Toronto that hadn't won jack, that hadn't won anything.
They needed the Warriors to get injured.
No,
that's what they needed.
No, Kawhi beat Giannis. They were up 2-0. Don't give me that. They beat Giannis. That was a favorite. Yes or no?
Yeah, they beat Giannis and a bunch of guys who've never done anything.
Were they up 2-0?
They were.
And they dominated the first 2 games. And what happened?
Dominate. Well, game 3, we won't go back to the referees.
I'm just going on that don't act like they didn't earn their way.
This idea that the Clippers are have championship pedigree. How about Doc Rivers is a great coach. Okay, what's he done? He won with Boston. How many titles?
Last year might have been his best coaching job without a star.
He was great. We agree. But the idea that he's some Hall of Fame coach who's one of the best ever.
He is a Hall of Fame coach.
Yeah, but I mean, come on. Is he that? He was almost fired like 3 years ago. Well, because the Lob City couldn't do anything. He couldn't break through with Chris Paul. This idea that the Clippers are some unbelievable juggernaut that's going to steamroll the Lakers and everybody within their path, that's just false.
It's just about matchups, and you look at the team and the way it's broken down. I'm just telling you, it ain't, because you're looking at, you're one of these guys who love the stars. You already said Zion's a superstar. Now, you love the stars and the big names. I get that. And every year it's easy, just like every NFL analyst picks the Patriots every year. They got the star. They got Tom Brady. I get it. It's easy to do that, but they don't win every year. It's the same thing with LeBron. LeBron and AD. What has AD won? AD hasn't won anything.
I didn't say he's won anything.
LeBron has lost more than he's won. I'm just saying, it's a fact.
You know what else is easy to do? It's easy to put out a quote without putting your name associated with it.
Some of the best quotes in journalism have come out of his life.
It's easy to do that. You want to know why? Because if it doesn't happen, or when it doesn't happen, I didn't say that.
Yeah.
I didn't say that. And Rob, let's be honest. You have to play games out. Again, I gave you these list of games. The Pistons, Lakers, Cavs, Warriors, all these teams, the Giants, Pats, they had to play the game. Because at the end of the day, somebody's making a quote, they're not on the court, they're not on the field. It matters. What matters is those guys that are going to be on that court and how bad they want it and who wants it more. And I think with what LeBron James experienced last season, not getting even into the postseason in year 16, he understands the window I have is closing. I don't need anybody else to tell me that. I know that. I'm a realist. He's a realist. He's 35 years old, year 17. This is my time, and I got to get it done. So you don't think that will be the message that he's going to convey? Yes, this is why they're the number one seed. And we can, in your words, poo-poo it all we want to. But it matters that much to him to be on top, to go out on top. This is why I love the Lakers this year with what LeBron James is doing with the acquisition of Anthony Davis.
Let me say one thing,
they definitely have
and
a
I'll
chance,
give you the
buddy.
final word. The Marcus Morris acquisition was so significant that Las Vegas did not change at all the odds to win the championship. This unknown executive is clueless, okay? The Vegas odds are even for the Clippers and the Lakers. Rob Parker, I will give you the final word since you love to poo-poo LeBron.
No, I'm not.
Go ahead, gas up your Clippers.
It's just about the Clippers. I love what they have. I think it's a winning team. Just like you mentioned, the Pistons didn't have any stars. When they beat the Lakers in 2004, they had Kobe, Shaq, right? Gary Payton. They had 4 Hall of Famers and Karl Malone.
Yep.
Against the Pistons, who had 0 stars. They had some really good players, but 0 stars. And which team came out? It ain't always about the star power. It's about what team is better. That 2004 Pistons team was a better team than the team. It'll be the same exact thing. The Clippers are a better team than the star power. That Shaq and Kobe team had already won 3 championships before they lost to that Pistons team, and they had added Gary Payton and Karl Malone, who were both looking for their first championship. Remember that.
Greg, can we get him a peanut butter and jealous sandwich during the break?
Peanut butter and
he
jealous?
is just so angry about LeBron. He's just so jealous of how dominant LeBron James is. Are all signs pointing to Tom Brady leaving New England?
It'll be all right.
That's next.